Good morning, all. Let's have a demo on Salesforce. And today I will give you walkthrough about how the Salesforce evolved into the technology and what were the uses of that the Salesforce and how we have to learn. Why should we learn Salesforce and all, and what are all the technologies that were involved, and all these things we will discuss, and what are all the job opportunities that were present, and how to prepare for them, and what will be the course content that we will be covering in admin, and from development standpoint of view we'll we'll look into it all the things. Let me know once you people are able to see my screen.
Yes,
Yeah, hope it should be visible, and
visible.
yeah, thanks for confirming. And to walk you through about Salesforce and all. First, we'll learn about cloud computing, because cloud computing was the basic terminology that we need to know prior to going to the Salesforce. This cloud computing is nothing but an on-demand availability of computing resources, such as data, storage, servers, and networking capabilities, software. These are all over the internet. These are all the things comes under the cloud computing. That means first we need to have these things in prior in order to use any cloud technology. Salesforce is an on-demand cloud computing technology that we do use. And these things, to give you in detail about in order to have these cloud computing things, we need to have the hardware mainly we need to have the hardware, and internet connection we need to have, and server we need to have, and then database. All these things combinedly we can use it for cloud computing. First of all, to walk you through about hardware, it's an laptop, PC or mobile. Any of the device that we do use comes under the hardware. Say for example, laptop we may call, or PC we may call, or mobile. These are all the things which are nothing but the cloud compute, hardware things. And the network connection, why we need to have the internet connection, in the sense it will provides or establishes an connection between the whole process, in order to communicate between ourselves and the computer. This will internet connection will plays an major role. So it's like an roadway that we will be mapping between us and systems. So we need to have the internet connection for sure. And then the server is nothing but it will be an mediator between our hardware system, like laptop or something, and database. Database is nothing but suppose if we want to store any kind of information, suppose if they want to store any information about ourselves or something, they will be storing in a certain place. The place where they will store is nothing but the database. And To walk you through about database in detail, it's an data store that we will be doing. The storage of data that we are doing in the forms of, say, for example, rows or columns. Any forms we can store the data. The pattern that they have defined, we used to store the data in such a way. These are all the main things that we will be talking about in the cloud computing. If we know the cloud computing, then if we know the terminology, then only we can easily understand what does this Salesforce and what on which on which technology that it was built on, and so on. And this, To walk you through in general terms, say for example, we are having Google Docs, hmm, Google Docs, and Gmail. We have Facebook. All these things will comes under this cloud computing technology. Examples of cloud computing. See here for Facebook and all, we are not doing anything from our end. We are just utilizing their resources. That's it. We have to just pay to them and just utilize their resources. These kind of applications will be built by the cloud computing. Like software as in a service kind of thing. We no need to pay anything. I mean, we no need to do anything like installation kind of thing, hardware setup and all. We no need to do. Just we have to make use of their service that they were providing by just paying them. That means everything was available on demand, and on the sky we can use them. No need to do any extra efforts or any extra installations or any extra things that we no need to do from our end. This was all about cloud computing. Now we have seen what is meant by cloud computing, and then we will talk about the next thing, like why we have to use this cloud computing, and what are all the CRM features that we do have. Mm. Mainly, these cloud computing will be providing three kinds of services, three kinds of services, which is nothing but PaaS, we will be calling PaaS, IaaS, IaaS, and SaaS. These three were the services that was provided by the cloud computing, which is nothing but a platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, and software as a service. These three categories and the services that the cloud computing will be providing. I will walk you with an real-time example how these three things will be working. Normally, say for example, we have a traditional on-demand service. Traditional on-demand service is nothing but normally what were the procedure that we do have, like pizza as a service. If we take in the sense for making the pizza, what are all the services that we need basically? Those all things were nothing but on-demand services. That means to make the pizza, we need dining table, soda we need, electric or gas we need, oven we would be needing, and fire, pizza donut, tomato sauce, toppings, cheese. All these things we need to have as an raw materials in order to prepare the pizza. Now, generalizing the things with the cloud computing technology, like IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, how these things will be categorized in the sense, say for example in IaaS, we want only the infrastructure as a service. That means only infrastructure we have to manage. Other things will be vendor will be managing. That means among all these raw materials, which are all the things comes under infrastructure, those things we need to take care of. The other things, the manager or the vendor will be taking care of. In IaaS, how these things will be classified in the sense, only dining table, soda, electric gas, oven, and fire we have to manage from our end, so that pizza, donut, tomato sauce, and toppings, cheese, they will be managing and they will be providing from their end. This was about IaaS. That means from our standpoint of view, we will be taking care of infrastructure, and the remaining things will be vendors will be managing. And the platform as a service. In platform as a service, only we need to take care about platform, like dining table and soda. Among these raw materials, dining table and soda will comes as under platform. So these things if we take care in the sense, remaining things will be taken care by the vendor itself. Like electric gas, oven, fire, pizza donut, tomato sauce, toppings, and cheese, he will be managing from his end. This was about platform as a service and software as a service. That means all the things will be managed by the vendor itself. No need to take care anything from our end. So these things mean the yellow orange color highlighted ones will be taken care by the vendor itself. So in SaaS, everything will be handled by the vendor only. No need to taken care from our end. This was a real time example. If we consider these three kinds of structures, generally, normally on demand premises will be like applications, data, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, servers, storage and networking. All these things comes under the on-demand premises, the sky blue highlighted ones. And in infrastructure as a service, applications, data, runtime, middleware, and OS, we have to take care. That means these are all the infrastructure kind of things which we need to take care. And the other yellow highlighted ones will be comes under the other services, virtualization, server, storage, and networking, which the manager will be uh, the vendor will be managing all these things. No need to taken care from our end. Whereas in platform, only we have to take care about applications and data, which is nothing but an platform, and the other things will be taken care by the vendor. And in the software as a service, we no need to taken care from our end anything. All the things will be taken care by the vendor itself. Now, Salesforce will comes as a software as a service, which we no need to do anything from our end. All the services will be taken care by the vendor itself. We just have to use them by just having the internet connection. That's it. No other extra things that need from our end. And why we have to use these cloud computing in the sense we have to we can easily access them from anywhere in the world. A certain restriction area only we those things and all we don't have to be have from anywhere in the universe we can access it by just having the net connection and having the laptop. We can just connect it and we can just use the application. That's why everyone will go for cloud computing applications. And no need to main and the other feature was we no need to maintain any hardware or software or from our end we no need to set up any kind of data. That's why everyone will go for cloud computing applications. And those are very reliable and very security also. We can have the security from security standpoint of view also. It's very good to have the cloud computing features. And there was no cost, high cost also. It's very less, for less cost only we can use the application. For all these features, everyone will prefer the cloud computing features. And those applications we will be using. These are all about cloud computing, and Salesforce was one of the cloud computing feature that we are using. And the next one is why, what is an CRM? Mainly, what does this Salesforce mean? It's an what is the, now we have learned about the cloud computing, and the next thing is what is exactly the Salesforce mean, and what does it have, and what are all the features it does have in the sense it's an CRM application, nothing but the customer relationship management. Whatever the communication that we do have with the customer, or whatever the relationship that we do have with the customer is nothing but an CRM application, customer relationship management. Normally, say for example, I am selling my washing machine or any product from my company. The relationship that I do maintain with that particular customer, the relationship that I have or the conversation that I have with him is nothing but an customer relationship management. generally we need to have a good communication skills or a good relationship with the customer. Then only he can come to our shop, or he can buy the services from our company. Otherwise, if our customer relationship management was not nice, and if it was not good in the sense, then we may lose the customers, and our business may not grow. That's why we need to have an nice application, or we need to have a good relationship with the customer in order to increase our business, or in order to maintain the proper relationship, or in order to grow our business, and to double, triple our business, we need to have a proper relationship with a particular customer. The Salesforce is nothing but it's an one of the application which everyone will be using in order to have proper CRM things. That means what are all the conversation that we have with him, or what are all the relationship that we do have with them, will all be those all will be maintained in a proper place. Suppose the company will generate lot of data about its customers. Say for example, the one of the customer is interested in one product, and in which product does the customer was interested in, and which customer should talk to what time, at what time, like some customers may be available in certain times, and some other customers might be available in different timings. So we need to have a proper tool which will track all these times, and reminds us at what time we need to speak to the customers in order to increase our business, and which product has to be delivered. That means for A customer we have to deliver A product. For B customer we have to deliver some other product. Like that, we have to have some proper data maintenance application where we can able to save those data on dollar, and the customer and the information about those customer. That means all the details of the customer we have to maintain at a proper place. In order to track all these things, we need to have one proper application, which is nothing but an CRM application. That is nothing but the Salesforce. If it is nothing but like a business tool which will allow us to manage all our customer partners and prospects information at one single place. And what is the purpose of this particular CRM in the sense? In order to maintain our existing clients, we need to have proper CRM application, and I mean, in order to triple our business, or in order to grow our business, we need to have the proper CRM application. And in order to acquire new clients also, we need to have the proper CRM application. All these things, by keeping all these things in mind, we should have one proper application, which is nothing but the Salesforce, which is an CRM application where we can manage all these things at one go. And the features that it will be providing were like, it's a centralized kind of system where we can maintain all the things in fingertips, and we can reduce all the manual efforts also by using the CRM applications, and we can maintain the strong relationship between the customers by using this Salesforce CRM application, and we can reduce the time also, and we can increase our business and productivity, and we can track also the who is buying and who is selling the products. We can track all these things also. And to have all these features, we need to have some CRM application, which can be done by using the Salesforce. And why only CRM? Why not other applications? Means in a traditional process, say for example, we have CBEL and all. There we we don't have a certain proper maintenance of the data, and there were many unused data things were there. But whereas in cloud CRM Salesforce, we can manage all the data at one place only. In Cbel, in the sense, so it is not an packed kind of thing where we can maintain all the data at one time. Whereas in Salesforce, we have all the data maintained at one place only. We no need to switch between the two or three applications. Whereas in traditional CRM processes, we have to switch between other applications also. We have to integrate with other systems where we have to scatter among other applications. Where compared to Salesforce, these traditional things were a little tough to maintain, and there were their installation and maintenance cost also high compared to the cloud based systems. And we don't have the personalized service also in traditional systems, whereas in SFDC Salesforce, we have real-time personalization things. Personalization is nothing but suppose if we want any feature to be personalized as per our convenience, as per our customer, in the sense we can tweak the logic and we can make it available only for our customers. Our personalized customization they will be doing, whereas in traditional approaches it is not possible. And in high, because of all these features, the customers were very satisfied in our Salesforce CRM, whereas in other applications it was not satisfied. They were not satisfied at all. And how this CRM works, in the sense, normally the coming to the architecture and all, this CRM we have multi-tenant architecture. That means simple application will be a single application will be distributed among everyone. Like I will be using the CRM, and the other client will also be using the Salesforce. Like this, it's distributed among some many clients. Say we have only one application which will be distributed among client 1 and client 2 and client 3. Like this, number of clients we will be having, only who will be using the single application itself. That means it's an shared kind of application which will be utilized among other people also. That is nothing but an multi-tenant architecture. Suppose if any advancements or any connect corrections we need to do, in the sense, we just need to do at a single place, so that it's very easy to maintain and very easy to make the changes also. Suppose if it is another application or traditional approaches and earlier CRMs application, in the sense, then at those places, it's as those are not multi-tenant architectures, we have to make the changes everywhere. So it will be very tough to maintain. To do the changes at different places, it is very tough. Whereas in Salesforce and this cloud-based technology, as they follow the multi-tenant architecture, if we make the change at single place, then it is very easy to maintain and easy to make the changes also from developer standpoint of view. And the other feature is it's easy to access. We can access it from anywhere, and we can customize also. It is easily customizable, and we can customize it very easily. And this Salesforce, it's an fast deployment tool, and we can automate the software updates also. Normally, we will be having 4 releases that will be spring, summer, and uh, we will be having some 3 releases. Every time we will be getting winter release, we will be having, and spring and summer. every 4 months once we will have one release, and automatic updates will be happening automatically. That means in earlier releases, if there were any issues or bugs or any advancements we need to do in the sense, then those automatically those things will be coming automatically in the next releases. So every time it will be updating with the new releases. And the ability to work from anywhere, we can work from anywhere without having any installations and all. We can work from anywhere. And scalable, it is very scalable and very cost reduction also. And we can increase the collaboration itself. Suppose if we compare it with legacy platforms, the Salesforce thing, earlier if we get any idea in the sense, then in order to implement that idea we have to undergo all these steps. Say for example, we got an idea, and we have to buy one setup in order to implement that particular idea, and we have to install that particular software, and then we have to define the user access and all. That means which user should have what access and all, we have to define it. And then we have to do report on it, like we have to check what are all the reporting things that we need to do. After doing all those things, we have to build the security model and all. Then we have to make it flexible for then we have to make it flexible for mobile applications and all. To do all these things, it will take not less than some half year to 1 year. It will take like 6 to 12 months it will take, which is an very long very long time. But in Salesforce it's not like that. Suppose if we get an idea, then we can just install one app and we can implement it within no time. Like we will be having some predefined applications and all. Through just clicks and all, we can do it very easily, and we can install them, and it won't take that much of time. Just within fraction of seconds we can install those applications, and we can use them accordingly. So this was a main difference. If we get an idea how much time it will take in legacy platforms, and in Salesforce how it will be taking. These are all the major, things that we do have in Salesforce. These advantages and all. And what are all the benefits in the sense? Then, as we have seen earlier, it's a multi-tenant architecture, and it will reduce the manual efforts and all. And we can connect with the customers also very easily, one on one. We can interact with. And we can increase our sales productivity also. All these things are major advantages that we do have. And rank coming to the Salesforce ranking, compared to SAP, Oracle, or Microsoft, Adobe, Salesforce was 13.4%, I mean 18.4% faster compared to the other technologies, with every standpoint of view, like whether it might be feasibility, whether in terms of accessibility, and whether it might be from sales increase, it sales productivity. From every perspective, it was rapidly increasing, and it's an evolving technology compared to other technologies. And this was all about Salesforce in detail. Will showcase you how it will be looking in a real time, like in real time, the UI will be looking like this. Say, for example, here we will be having different applications and all. How can we configure and all? Will be teaching in upcoming sessions. These are all standard applications that they have given, like Salesforce have been given. If we navigate them with different things, then different applications we will be accessing. Say, for example, we have service in the sense, if we click on service, then we will be navigated to that particular application. If we click on marketing CRM, then we will be navigated to that particular application. Like that, we have different applications based on our business requirement and feasibility. We will be using those features. And if we want any new application in the sense, then we can create as per our convenience. So those are custom applications that we need to create. These are all the standard applications that Salesforce have been provided. Standard is nothing but the things that were provided by the Salesforce itself, and the custom things were nothing but the ones which we will be developing based on our feasibility and flexibility. And coming to this thing, we have our user details. Suppose if I am the user in the sense, then my details and my page configurations, those all things will be there. And on an overview, the thing will be looking like this, where we have tabs and all here. Tabs is nothing but the objects that we will be having. Each object will be referring to the different columns that we will be calling. Like in normal technology, we will be calling it as tables kind of thing. In tables, the data will be stored, right? Same wise. In Salesforce, we will be calling them as an objects, where we will be storing the data in the form of rows and columns. Each of these things will have records. If we click on this schools custom object, we will be having few of the records, which is nothing but the record. We will be calling it as an record data. And in this record, we will be having some fields and all. Say, for example, generally, if we want to store any student information in the sense, then we will be storing it in an student object, and where he will be having few of the fields, in max, how many, if a particular student has in the sense, how much, I mean, what was the information that we will be storing about student name we will be storing, and how many marks that he got in each of the subjects we will be tracking, like that, different information which is related to this particular student, we will be storing it in a record kind of way, like this. We will be storing, and what was the average does he got, and what was the total he got in all the subjects, like that. Whatever the information that we wanted for this particular student, we will be storing it in this particular object. Like this, we will be having many different features, and many different options available in the normal scenarios. And we can make use of each and every features that was available in this Salesforce. And uh, coming to from job perspective and interview standpoint of view, many calls we will be getting once if we learn the Salesforce, and if we keep the resume in Naukri or something in the sense, then we will be getting a lot of calls and all. And it's an very easy also in order to crack the interviews and all. Any job compared to other Salesforce, other technologies, we were having a lot of job opportunities in Salesforce. So from interview standpoint of view, and job perspective also, to choose the Salesforce, it's an nice opportunity that we do have. We will be having lot of opportunities. And whatever the course content that we will be covering is we will be covering both admin and development. From admin standpoint of view, it will be taking 1 month to complete the topics. This will be the course content that we will be covering. First, we will talk about what are all the cloud computing technologies and its types, what are the products that we will be offering, and post.com instances. These are all the topics that we will be covering. in from admin standpoint of view, and what are all the users in the Salesforce, how to manage those users and applications, which are all the applications that we do have, and what are all the objects and tabs, fields, layout management, what does that mean, and what does the record level security mean, object levels, what are automation processes we have, and flows, and then the security model and security settings. What These are all the things that we will be covering in admin, from admin standpoint of view, and it will take some 1 month. 1 month, within 1 month, we can able to complete this admin part. And then the development part is like we will be covering all these things. First, we'll cover the basics regarding how to write the code and all. Like development in the sense, everyone will be afraiding like I'm not familiar with code and all, but it's a very simple code that we will be having in Salesforce, and everyone from any of the background can easily able to get the hands on, can easily understand, and they can able to code it very easily, so we won't be having that much of complex code. With just a simple logic only, we will be having just the logic. If we get in the sense, then we can implement the code very easily. And basics we will be covering in order to write any of the code. What are all the basics that we need to know? Those things we will be covering. And then the apex part, like what are all the wrapper classes that we have, and collections we have, queries and all. If we have what are all the queries that we have, SQL queries, those things and all, triggers, batch apex, and test classes, how to write for them, all those things we will be covering. And then the visual force pages. Earlier we have the visual force pages, but now it's migrated to all LWC and Lightning, but few companies still uses the VF pages and all. If we get some migration kind of work in the sense, then we need to know about the VF pages also. So we were covering those visual force pages too. And then the web services, nothing but if we need to have some third party applications, and if we want to interact with the legacy systems and all, we need to have web services knowledge also. So we will be covering the web services and integration also. And then the lightning components, which was now trending ones, lightning and lightning aura components and lightning web components. These are all the trending ones that we are using now. Each and every company was asking for a lightning web components and lightning aura components. What are all the things that we have, and how we have to write code for them and all, we will be covering in these topics. This was all about course content that we will be offering. And till now, any queries or any other things, let me know. And each and every session will be having assignments thing also. We will be giving assignments for each and every class, and post that one in the next session. If we have any queries in completion of those assignments, we will be interacting with the students and will be clarifying the queries in the first 10 minutes. Then the next 10 minutes, I mean, next thing will, from next onwards, the class will get started. Post clarifying the doubts in the previous sessions, then we will continue ahead with the next topics and all. Till now, any queries? Let me know if any queries regarding the course content, or I mean, any clarifications do you people needed. Please do let me know so that I will clarify them. Yeah, if there were no questions, then We are good to wrap up. Thank you all. Yeah, I got a ping from Vivo. Yeah, tell me. Hello. Yeah, please go ahead with your query. Yeah, Trailhead also we are going to use. Like, which are all the topics that we need to cover post our topic. Say, for example, if we have taken some um, platform only. Suppose if we have taken any of the topic in the sense, then which are all the modules that we need to cover with that particular in that particular trailhead, I will be giving it to you. And if you face any queries, then we'll be clarifying them. And the assignments were not from trailhead; those will be from our own. Yeah. Any other queries? For practice, we will be providing one material for you. From there, you can see the scenarios and you can practice it over there. And like a trailhead also, I mean, another source that you will be having where you can practice other few more examples. The ones which we are giving will be different, and the ones which will be there in trailhead, those are different ones. We will be giving the real time scenarios. Whatever the theory or anything we have provided or what we thought was in detailly, we will be documenting in particular material and will be giving it to you so that you can refer it in future. Yeah, any other queries? For admin, it will take 1 month, and for development, it will take 2.5 months. Most probably 3 to 4 months. If there were no leaves and all, it will complete within 3 to 3.5 months. Roughly, it will be 4 months. But you can keep the resumes in Naukri post completion of admin itself. It will, I mean, you can able to crack the interviews so that by the time of you complete the course, you can able to get the job very quickly. And we will help you out to crack the interviews. Yeah, there will be, I mean, there will be the chances. Yeah, if we have career gap also, we can tell them like because of so and so reason we have taken the break. So, I mean, based on our knowledge, they will be, I mean, retaking our they will reconsider our profile. Yeah. Any other queries? Yeah. I hope no one have any queries. We'll wrap up the session. Thank you all. Bye. Any other queries or still if you have any questions means you are still open to ping in the group so that we can try to resolve your queries as soon as possible. Thank you all. Bye. Have a great day.